Think about this. What if your food noise has as much, if not more, to do with the emotions you're avoiding instead of eating to deal with the emotions? So instead of using eating as how you're coping with the emotions you're feeling, you're actually using the noise as mental chatter to avoid those thoughts and feelings that you don't want to sit with. So, as I feel like I tell you guys every single episode, if you or video, if you if you can get linked up with and start working with a therapist to where you can have a productive working relationship with that therapist, it's going to help you with all this stuff because so much of this is what's tangled inside of us that we need to be able to work through. And the whole thing of being able to sit in our emotions is really hard. It's really challenging. It's scary. We don't want to do it, especially at first, because there's a lot of stuff that we've been packing down and that we've been packing in that we just haven't wanted to deal with. But think about this. If we're thinking about food, if we're planning our next meal, if we're looking for recipe inspo, if we're just scrolling food talk, we can use all of this as a distraction from all the stuff that we're really feeling inside. Now, we're talking about this with food noise, but you could apply this to your workout routine. You could apply this to a lot of things in life because there's a lot of things that are great for distraction, right? But the reason I want to talk about it here is I think the conversation we have a lot is I have all this food noise because I'm craving my next meal. What am I gonna like? I'm constantly thinking about food because I will eat those emotions. But and it seems very subtle and they definitely play off of each other. What if it's not about eating those emotions, but distracting yourself from those emotions? Because I think that the change that needs to be made is very different. It's not the mechanics of, well, I just need to have willpower and I and not eat. It's I need to be able to sit in with what I actually feel. Again, and when I say a productive working relationship with a therapist helps with all this, it's not the easiest thing to come by because not only do you have to start working with a therapist, but you need to work with them long enough to where you can figure out if this is somebody that you can, one, open up to, and two, and this is where the productive working relationship part comes in. Can they call you on your blind spots? Can they call you on the things that you don't see or don't want to see? And can they do it in a way that you will respond to? Because we all have things that we avoid, that we don't want to talk about, that we don't even know in many cases that we're avoiding. So that it's just something to really think about. Is the food noise? Are you? Is it more emotional distraction or emotional eating for you? That's for you to think about. That's for you to find out. So that is what I have for you. If you're listening on the podcast feed and you're brand new, welcome. If you like what you're hearing, please go ahead and subscribe. If you've been around for a while and you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Seriously, like do it. And then once you do that, please rate and review the podcast wherever it is that you're listening, and then share this episode with anyone that you think would like to hear it. For those of you watching on YouTube, brand new, welcome. If you like what you're watching, please go ahead and subscribe. If you've been here for a while and you just haven't hit that subscribe button yet, go ahead and do that, please. And then share the video with someone else that you think would benefit from hearing it. Because again, food noise is a topic that we hear a lot about, but I think it's important to try to look at it from many different ways, because I think, like so many other things in the fitness space, it is marketed and presented and packaged a certain way. But that certain way, in this case, that eating is just really something to deal with your emotions. If we're avoiding our emotions because of what we're eating, it on the surface it doesn't seem like it's that much, like it's that different. But if you think about it, it actually is. So we need to get this message out there. So share this with somebody that you think would love to watch it. YouTube is also telling you that you would, they think that you'll like this video that they're suggesting. So check that out. Don't spend too much time down the rabbit hole, but check it out. And that's what I have for you. So thank you as always for listening and watching, and I'll talk to you again. real soon.